Be a part of the best pro wrestling podcast today by supporting the Going In Raw Patreon. You can enjoy access to the live taping of the show, exclusive merchandise, and patron-only episodes, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description. Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to Going In Raw Predictions.
Yeah,
Survivor Series.
Well, not just Survivor Series. We have a huge wrestling weekend ahead of us.
Probably more importantly, NXT also.
Yeah.
Yeah, my goodness gracious. So we had a really fun couple of go-homes for Survivor Series.
Yes.
And so I'm jacked. I am so jacked for Survivor Series.
Well, that's good because we're going to be doing a live stream of our reactions, not of actual Survivor Series. We can't do that. Camera will be on us.
You'd be surprised how many people don't understand that. Like we'll be live streaming, and last time we live streamed, we had like 1,000 people watching. And
yeah,
I'm gonna actually advertise. Oh, I haven't shown you this yet, have I?
What? What did you do?
You'll love this. It's not that. It is this. Look at that, baby.
Oh, that's good.
You like that?
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to tweet that out today.
Good idea.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to do a live reaction special live stream on our channel, youtube.com/Steven Larson, where you guys can just basically, the idea is you guys just chill out with us and watch Survivor Series you guys watch it on the network while we watch it on the network.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it.
What I might try to do, I need to try to figure this out, is if I can somehow get a network feed onto there, but only the timeline. So we don't have to announce where we are in the show all the time. But I don't know if it stays there, if it's on the screen. I don't know. I might try because, every couple of minutes we have to say, okay, this is what's happening because not everything is live.
Yeah. Some people's, depending on your internet speed, might be a couple seconds ahead or behind us.
Yeah, depending on the platform. Yeah. Usually that's the case. But we're going to be sitting there watching Survivor Series from 4 p.m.
Yeah, when it starts.
When it starts.
The main card starts at 4.
Until the end.
At 8-ish.
We're going to be giving away a big fat copy of WWE 2K17. It's over there.
For the PS4.
We got to figure out how we're going to do that.
Yeah, we do.
We need to figure out, like, I was thinking maybe it'd be like everybody would submit their predictions beforehand, but I kind of like,
Well, that's a lot of predictions to keep track of, though.
If everybody gets, or if somebody gets all the eliminations down and everything that happens.
That's still a lot to keep track of.
I feel like there's be some, like, insider at WWE, like, just easily getting that copy of 2K17. So, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe an art contest. I don't know. Something during the stream.
I'll think about it.
We got a copy to give away. And if we have like 1,000 or 2,000 people watching us live, how are we going to give that away?
I know. Because if we have like 1,000 people watching and they're all trying to give their Survivor Series predictions.
Well, they'd have to give it like in advance or something.
That's a lot to keep track of.
I don't know how to do it. We'll have to ask some other people who do that live.
Yeah, if you have some ideas, let us know.
Anyways, so come join us, please.
Yes.
Predictions. Survivor Series.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. What's first?
I'm guessing it's going to be Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight title and
the entire Cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up they're treating the entire division as just like, hey, we're going to ship everybody over there.
You wrote Kendrick on this Google Doc, so I'm assuming that means you think Kendrick's going to win.
Kendrick Steve.
Kendrick Steve.
What do you say? I know the live 205 thing, 205 Live, like throws a giant wrench into those plans.
And Miz winning the Intercontinental title.
Do you think the Intercontinental title and the U.S. title are both going to exist on Raw exclusively?
Well, I mean, we've been saying for weeks that SmackDown has virtually no mid-card. Yeah. So maybe Vince thinks instead of bringing some mid-card wrestlers over to SmackDown, just take the mid-card belt off of SmackDown and bring it to a show that actually has a mid-card.
There's some really, really twisted and backwards but sound logic there. Because if the entire mid-card is on Raw, and you can't even utilize that mid-card for their mid-card belt because Roman Reigns has it. And he ain't giving it up anytime soon. So essentially Raw has 2 world titles you can call.
Yeah.
If you add the universe plus a country together and divide it in 2, you get the world. So they're basically 2 world titles.
They are virtually treating the U.S. title
That's how they treat it.
Yeah,
that
is
is
a world title.
Joking aside, that's how they treat it. So the Intercontinental Championship could then serve as the actual mid-card belt. But then at some point, Roman's going to at some point, the U.S. title, don't you think is going to come back down to earth?
I would think so.
I would think so too.
And maybe at that point they'll send it over to SmackDown.
Send it back over to SmackDown.
I don't know.
Boy, that's playing fast and loose. I'm thinking this. I think somehow Sami Zayn's going to end up on. I like your original theory of Daniel Bryan said, no, that belt stays here.
Yeah.
Even though you'd think he would have said that by now.
If that's the case, then I'm going to say Kalisto's going to win, and then Stephanie will do the same thing, saying the Cruiserweight belt stays here on Raw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so no matter what, you're saying Kalisto wins. But Brian Kendrick they're going to take that belt off him?
I didn't think they were going to take the belt off Dolph this soon.
Yeah, I know. You have to appreciate the lack of predictability here.
I know.
At least.
Usually I feel very, very confident in my picks, but with this whole Intercontinental belt and Cruiserweight belt situation, I don't know.
Do both companies generally travel together?
They don't travel together, but for instance, this week Raw was in Buffalo, and then SmackDown was in northern Pennsylvania. I think it was in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Which isn't...
They're not that far away from each other. Like Kalisto only had to drive 6 hours. I mean, Sin Cara only had to drive 6 hours for his punishment. Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I gotta say, I'm gonna stick with Kendrick. Kendrick's proved me wrong before when I thought he wasn't gonna win against T.J. Perkins, even though it made perfect sense that he would.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, Kalisto might win, and then Kendrick will win it right back.
Yeah.
Maybe. Fuck. I have to stop going with just being contrary to logic.
Yeah.
If Kendrick wins via DQ, the belt doesn't change hands.
Well, I mean, if Kendrick wins, period, by any means, belt doesn't change hands. If Kalisto wins by DQ or count out, belt doesn't change hands.
I'm going to say, I'll stick with Kendrick. I'll stick with Kendrick, and I'll say the Cruiserweights stay on Raw.
Okay.
That might be completely wrong because of this. I mean, this 205 Live thing, you think that solidifies the deal. They stay on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Right?
It would make sense.
It's basically part of SmackDown programming at that point.
Yeah.
Fuck. Unless that's how they split the cruiserweights between Raw and SmackDown. Kendrick wins, stays on Raw.
Okay.
That's my final prediction. Tag teams. I gotta get my Jeff Jarrett shirt.
I like how you say I have to get my Jeff Jarrett shirt.
Look, man, I have not fared well, and none of my picks are ever follow any actual logic.
Yeah.
It's all my incorrect gut feeling. None of it's good. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Oh yeah, I'm sticking with my shit on this one. I know I'm fucking right on this one. It's gonna be team. What did I say? I said SmackDown's gonna win overall. It's gonna be SmackDown. SmackDown's tag. Yeah, because the club.
Yeah.
Steve says SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there.
Final men standing, American Alpha.
Yeah.
They need this.
Yeah.
They need that. If they have Hype Bros as the last man standing, that crowd would go nutso.
I know.
They'd go crazy.
I know.
That's who they should have.
I know, and it still could happen.
Last man standing. You know what? Fuck it. If I'm going to wear the shirt, I'm going to wear the shirt going out.
Do it.
Hype Bro.
Do it.
Hype Bro is the last man standing.
Do it. Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. Gable was the last man standing on SmackDown.
I know. That could be foreshadowing.
Could be. I think it'd be Hype Bro. Let's see here. There's no way they could have known how much the Hype Bro would be over.
I don't know, because when Mojo Rawley got drafted, both of us were shocked.
I know.
We thought, no way was this guy ready for Maine.
Yeah.
And we've been proven wrong.
There is nobody more ready for Maine than Hype Bro. Let's see here. Miz versus Sami Zayn. I think Sammy goes over.
Yeah.
I think Sammy definitely goes over.
Someone on Twitter, I believe,
put
forth this idea, and I think also maybe on Patreon, or I'm probably just getting him confused, that Dolph comes out.
Okay. Dolph has to do something, so go ahead.
Yeah. So would Dolph come out and cost The Miz the title, sending the title to Raw, meaning that he would not get another chance at it? Mm-hmm. Or would he cost Sammy the match to make sure that he gets another shot at the Intercontinental title against The Miz? Those are the two scenarios. Part of me feels like if Dolph's going to get involved, it's going to be the latter situation. He's going to end up costing Sammy the match.
Miz goes over.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say.
Yeah.
At some point, I have to go not with what I want, but with what makes sense. That makes total sense.
And then Sammy could use that as leverage to get over the SmackDown potentially.
Yeah, because there is that little bit of intrigue. Dolph comes out, you think one thing is going to happen, and it doesn't. Yeah. Was that one of our friendos on Twitter who said that?
I think so.
Well, thank you, friendo on Twitter, who said that.
Although, if I pick The Miz in this match, it doesn't make any sense picking Kalisto in the Cruiserweight match.
I know.
But we got to be different in some respect.
I know. So in your according to your predictions, yeah, you're saying that IC title stays on SmackDown and the Cruiserweights all load up on SmackDown too.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Why not?
Let's see here. Women's division, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown.
We both have said that
Raw.
Team Raw wins.
Raw. Yeah.
With Sasha.
I think there's more. They have proven that they, due to their gang initiation this past week on SmackDown, they are willing to work together. And I don't think Team SmackDown really has it together. I think Alexa Bliss and Carmella are too hot-headed. They're still in it for them.
Yeah.
Even storyline-wise, you can say the Four Horsewomen go back too far to allow their differences to tear the team apart.
Do you think that we'll get in this match, we'll see the Four Horsewomen as the final four? I mean, that would mean Becky against Charlotte, Sasha, and Bayley.
That would play really, really well into the Becky story. That would make her look really, really strong, and then it comes down to her and Sasha. Sasha goes over.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I would really like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I like that a lot. Men's division. Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I think SmackDown goes over here.
Yeah, I do too. And I hope this match is overbooked.
Oh my God, I want this to be a wonderful, beautiful disaster of a match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does The Undertaker get involved?
No.
You don't think so?
No, not at all. Nope. Clean. SmackDown goes over clean. That's the only way they can really have their bragging rights here.
Well, he could get involved by somehow replacing somebody. Here's what I thought this morning. Because originally Baron Corbin was the 5th member. Mm-hmm. And then he got injured. I'm still not sure if that's a legit injury.
That's a work.
A work?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe they took him out of the match thinking, okay, we'll put The Undertaker in, but he hasn't confirmed if he's going to return yet. Right. So in the interim, let's put Shane in Baron's place. Mm-hmm. Now that The Undertaker is confirmed back, I mean, granted, I don't know why they wouldn't have just announced it on, or made that storyline point on SmackDown. But there's still the possibility that The Undertaker could be in that match.
Yeah, there's the possibility. I don't see it happening, but I honestly, this pay-per-view has all the markings of some really, really crazy twists and turns.
Yes.
Or we're going to be wildly disappointed, and it's going to remain the status quo.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be. It's either going to be, and we'll know early.
Yes.
We'll know from if something.
I mean, especially if the cruiserweight match goes on first.
Yeah, that's going to be the domino effect. Yeah. Everything else is going to fall into place.
Well, it'll either be, I suspect, either the cruiserweight match or the Intercontinental title match will go on first.
Yeah.
And that'll set the tone for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
Who's the final survivor in the men's division match?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dean. Dean makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final 3 will be Dean.
It'd be the Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the biggest story.
That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. I agree. What is this link that you have here?
Oh, okay. So we've talked, I think, quite a bit at length about whether Goldberg will have additional matches after this one.
Yeah, where does Goldberg go from here?
And he did an interview with NBC Sports a couple days ago, and the interviewer asked him about that. And this is what Goldberg had to say. He says,
"Who's next?"
Whether this is his last match.
Yeah.
Goldberg said, "I'm sure acting like it. At the end of the day, it's all I'm concerned about. I take one day as it is." He continues, "My body feels horrible from all the working out."
Yeah.
Goldberg said he tweaked his shoulder on Raw, but that doesn't mean in 5 days that I'm not going to come out kicking ass and taking names like I always do. So he's acting. He's going into this match as if this is his final match.
And he probably is. Like that's a wise, when you're old and experienced, that's a wise move to make. However, everything so far, I would imagine, has lived up to what he probably hopes it would have.
Yeah.
And I think that he's a tough guy who's going to have a blast working with Lesnar, and understanding that it's all easy from there. That's the hardest you're ever going to have it. Unless
No, I know.
he ain't fighting Samoa Joe.
No.
You know what I mean? And so everything after that will be cake. And who wouldn't want one last massive WrestleMania moment?
Oh, I agree with
Huge.
I agree with all your reasoning there.
Yeah.
But if as he said, he's coming back for one more match, just so he can essentially wrestle in front of his family.
Yeah.
Then maybe one more match is all he needs.
That could be.
And he's been saying for a long time that, you know, like he would come back only under the perfect circumstances. So it's not like, you know, he was really anxious to make a comeback.
And he has no idea how he's going to feel the next day.
Yeah.
You have no idea how he's going to feel the next day. I think because he's in such good shape that how he feels the next day will be nothing compared to how great it felt to be out there again in front of his kid. And the potential, it could be he's going to say, Vince, I will do Mania if I get a win. If I get a win, put me in there with a guy who knows how to treat me and give me a win so that I can win at WrestleMania in front of my kid, because that's the only thing that'll be better. Unless he really gets fucked up. I mean, you're in there with Brock Lesnar. You could get fucked up. If that happens, then he might just call it a day. But I don't know. He also seems, I mean, he seems like a smart guy, but he also seems like the kind of guy who's up for challenge. Who else at 49 would get into this good shape? Who would kill themselves for this?
I know.
Why not take it that extra level? You know?
I don't know. Depends on what he wants out of this.
You're right. Seems like the kind of guy who would. But there's no chance in hell he wins.
No.
Not a chance in hell he wins. You don't even think Shane interfering would get Lesnar a loss here?
That's the only way.
And
the only way.
That might be a case where he would say, "No, I'm good now."
Yeah.
Because I got to win.
Yeah.
Fuck. Maybe he came in saying, I'm not going to get murdered by Lesnar, so you need to figure out how I can get a win, and I'll do it. Lesnar don't give a shit if he eats losses.
No, well,
not if it doesn't make him look bad.
Yeah.
A Shane running wouldn't make.
But
him look
does
bad.
Shane have sufficient motivation to go in and cost Lesnar a match based on Lesnar roughing up Orton and one? Didn't they have like one backstage exchange, or was it Shane and Heyman?
Why was Shane bent about Brock?
Because he beat the hell out of Orton, and Orton's a SmackDown guy.
Is that what? There wasn't a convert? No, because Shane ran down. Shane ran down, and Lesnar put hands on him.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's what it was.
Was that in the ring at SummerSlam, or was that backstage?
We look like fools right now. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay,
Shane.
But still, is that really sufficient motivation to run in and cost Lesnar a match?
Oh, somebody puts hands on you? Hell yeah, it is. Absolutely. Yeah, look, see? He was like, stop doing what you're doing.
That was at
Oh, yeah, here we go.
That was in the ring then, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a SummerSlam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a SummerSlam, yeah.
I couldn't remember if they had some sort of altercation backstage.
Yeah.
Or not. I couldn't remember.
No, I think it's absolute. I mean, it depends on. This match is designed to bring in subs to the network. Does Shane running in jeopardize casual fan coming in, or does it motivate them to stick around? A good case could be made for either way, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know if Shane has the crossover appeal to necessarily retain subs or potential subs.
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, he was one of the main attractions for WrestleMania.
I know.
So regardless of how we view him, the WWE seems to view him as a guy.
I know.
What I mean? So, all right, man, I'm going to split with you.
Okay.
I'm going to say Goldberg due to Shane interference.
Okay.
No, fuck no, because Lesnar will lose twice to Goldberg. No, Lesnar's winning. I don't care. Lesnar's winning. Yeah.
I mean, Shane could still run in and try to cost Lesnar the match.
Yeah.
But not succeed.
Lesnar will get the win. All right, so there's our
so we differ only on one. Yep, that's the only one.
It's the only one we differ on, huh? Is there anything else I can say here? All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to differ on Sami Zayn.
Okay.
I'm going to say somehow Sami wins, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to say somehow Sami wins, but I do. My brain tells me Dolph comes out to fuck with Miz to get his belt back on SmackDown.
Yep.
I think that's right.
Because otherwise, I mean, I don't know what else Dolph's going to do.
But I'm willing to wear a Jeff Jarrett shirt.
Okay.
Not wearing a Vince Russo shirt.
Nope. Let's talk NXT.
Yeah, this is what I'm excited about.
Yeah, this is a good card.
When does this air?
On Saturday.
Oh, this is on Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
First match, I'm guessing. Bobby Roode versus Ty Dillinger.
You know what, man? I kind of want to say this is Dillinger's last match in NXT.
You think so?
I think after Survivor Series is a big pay-per-view. They might have a call-up.
Yeah.
To bolster that SmackDown mid-card, maybe.
Maybe.
Ty Dillinger is perfect for SmackDown mid-card.
Yeah.
I think Roode goes over, Dillinger loses, and goes to Maine.
I agree that Roode goes over. I got to thinking yesterday about this a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
There's far more storyline going forward with Bobby Roode winning. Say your scenario where Ty gets called up to Maine.
Yeah.
Let's take that out of the equation.
Okay.
So if Bobby wins, that gives Ty motivation, especially if Bobby wins, like by pulling the tights or feet on the rope or on something like that,
Sure.
Kind of a cheap win or a cheats to win. This, based on what they've done so far with this storyline, there's so much more to do with it between these two guys because they've been so good so far.
All right.
So either the feud continues or immediately, or I think we both agreed that Roode is probably next in line for the NXT title.
Mm-hmm.
Say Roode is eventually the guy that takes the belt off Shinsuke before Shinsuke gets called up to Maine.
Okay.
Imagine a Bobby Roode, Ty Dillinger feud for that belt. That'd be great.
No, I completely agree with you. My gut doesn't see it happening. But my gut's often very wrong.
But I agree. Bobby Roode's going to win that match.
Yeah, Bobby Roode's going to win. He's going to go over big time.
It'll be a good match, though. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, no, I agree totally. Yeah, it's going to be a really good match. Authors of Pain versus TM61.
How excited are you that Paul Ellering is going to be in a shark cage above the ring?
I'm not sure there's a level of excitement greater than what I have for that.
I like that they referenced the last Battle of Atlanta.
I love that so much. You know what, dude? If the scenario we talked about before does play out off camera, book of the match has to be something we do where we just take one match.
Maybe, yeah.
Not an entire pay-per-view because we want to do that, but a weekly book of the match.
Yeah.
And we have to do the last Battle of Atlanta because that would be so much fun. What a brutal match. And Paul Ellering back up in the cage.
I know.
That's great. That is fantastic. I love that so much. That shows that some of them writers in NXT, they just love history.
Yep.
They love history.
Yep.
So I just love them. Authors of Pain so go over here, though.
Yep.
They so incredibly go over. They are winning this Dusty Classic. And if they don't get called up to Maine within the year, they're going to be the first two-time winners.
Yeah.
But something tells me they're going to get called up to Maine because those guys are legit. How amazing is NXT that they bring these guys into NXT and within no time.
I know.
They are studs.
I know.
I was watching the show last night. We're talking about the Dirt Sheet tomorrow, where and looking at the women's division, and I'm like, it is. I mean, granted, half of them. The only one who's really ready for prime time that isn't Asuka is Ember Moon.
Yes,
she is $1 million.
Yes,
she is so much money.
She's great.
But Aaliyah, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay. Liv Morgan needs more time.
Yeah.
But in terms of being in NXT, they're so good. They're all so good there. Yeah. Revival versus DIY though. They're going to be fighting at TakeOver.
And that'll be a great match.
This is for the titles?
Yes.
It's so hard to bet against the Revival.
I am. DIY.
DIY gets the belts?
Yep.
They have to. The Authors of Pain got to take those titles off somebody, and you can't make the Revival look bad.
Nope.
So yeah,
and if their match at Brooklyn is any indication, this is going to be 5-star classic.
It's going to be fantastic.
That Brooklyn match was so good.
The next TakeOver would be before the Rumble, or Mania?
I think so. Okay. I don't know if they've confirmed.
The Rumble's so close.
I know, but today the WWE just confirmed plans for next year's Survivor Series is going to be in Houston, and they're doing the full weekend thing then. I think that's kind of the template they're working with going forward is for the major 4 pay-per-views. It's a whole, extended weekend where you have NXT, the pay-per-view, Raw, and SmackDown all in the same city.
All right.
So I would guess so.
Rumble's going to be in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Still time to go. Asuka versus Mickie James.
Asuka's winning that.
Anybody out there who thinks there's any possibility Asuka eats her first loss to Mickie James? Nope.
What do you think the odds are that Mickie James goes in the Hall of Fame this year?
Very good.
Yep.
Asuka goes over. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe.
Shinsuke wins.
And then Samoa goes to Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Joe.
It would be interesting if Joe won the match, though.
There's a part of me that wants him to get out of that fucking pattern of eat 2 losses and move on.
I know. It's so predictable.
It's so like, granted, they're able to tell that story in a million different ways, but it's the same story, and we know what's going to happen. So, do we split on anything? We don't split on anything.
Oh, we don't.
I'm going to do this, though. Fuck no, but that doesn't make it all. This is the problem with NXT, though. I'll split on one thing.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to say this is the first of 2.
Okay.
I'm going to say that Dillinger doesn't go up yet. He gets that first one on Rude. That extends the feud.
Okay.
And then Rude eventually goes over maybe two more times after this.
I just didn't think they would have Bobby lose the second takeover match.
I feel like Bobby can eat losses and be okay. I don't feel he needs to be protected to the degree. He needs to be protected, but not to the degree Shinsuke has to be protected. Joe has to be protected.
No, I agree with that.
Authors of Pain have to be protected.
But
Team
if
6-1, they can take losses.
Yeah, if Rude cheats to win,
yeah,
that can extend the feud.
Rude winning makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Because the Rude is $1 million. But
yeah.
Ty,
it would be huge for Ty.
Be a huge upset. It'd be huge for him. And I don't think it would make Bobby look that bad, especially if he goes over the next 2.
Yeah.
But
no, I understand. I understand that logic.
No way Jose is not fighting?
I don't believe so. These are just the confirmed matches. There was talk today about a 6-woman tag match that was kind of set up on NXT this week.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been confirmed yet as of us filming this on Thursday.
Okay. I could see in the Dusty Classic tournament, did Sanity ever take on No Way Jose and Rich Swann? They took on Dillinger and Rude.
I think Authors of Pain eliminated No Way Jose and Rich Swann.
Okay. I'm going to say that might be a preliminary match, or an early match on the show.
That could be. Hold on.
Perhaps not Jorge and Rich Swann.
Let me look up the bracket here real fast. Yeah, Authors of Pain eliminated No Way Jose and Rich Swann.
Okay, I'm going to say they're going to take on Sanity because you get Sanity on the card and you get No Way Jose. I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to say that's going to happen.
I kind of feel like there needs to be a Roderick Strong, Oni Lorcan match.
But I could watch that every week.
I know.
I can watch that all the time.
That match at a live event.
That's right. Roderick Strong needs to do something.
In Sacramento was so good.
So many people need to do something.
I know.
Oni Lorcan versus Roderick Strong. Book it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Match of the year.
Match of the year candidate easily.
Yep.
2016. Anyways, those are our predictions. Let us know how you guys feel, and maybe you'll be right, and maybe you'll wear a Jeff Jarrett shirt like I'll probably end up wearing.
I don't know. There's a lot of unpredictable potential outcomes.
So much going on here.
So
much happening. So yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow on the Dirt Sheet.
Bye.
Thinking of growing my hair out long again. What do you think?
Okay.
Good? Bad?
Sure.
Express an opinion.
I said sure.
On my hair.
Yeah,
well,
grow it out.
It's just your opinion right now is, whatever makes you feel good, Steve. I want to hear what's best for the show. Hair long, hair short.
Let's both grow our hair out long. I was thinking about doing that too.
Okay, but here's a problem though with your hair. You look dope with your head shaved and your beard kind of trimmed, like where it is now.
Yeah.
Like it's not out of control because that makes your face look fat.
Yeah, no, I know.
But when your head is shaved, you look fucking dope as shit.
Okay.
When your hair is long, you look like a fucking 80s icon, which is not good.
I like that.
It's not good though. It's not
but
good.
I'm thinking about really growing it out. Like,
see, my head is square. This is a square shape right here. So
Yeah.
when it's longer and I got little curls going up here, not too long, but when it's longer, it kind of makes my face look less fat because I got a fat face because I'm fat in general.
You're not fat.
I'm not fat. I'm just overweight. where I should be. Anyways,
Let's get started so we can go get lunch.
this should be an Easter egg for the patrons.
Okay.